Yo, what's up everybody? This is DreenoBeatz with Tenor, and in this video we're going to do a quick tutorial on how Filthy makes heavy metal, punk rock, hard beats for PLAYBOI CARTI, similar to On That Time or Medusa. So you just heard the snippet. I'll play it again real quick. This is the beat that we're going to be breaking down today. So for those who haven't seen on my channel, I actually deconstructed On That Time as well as the Medusa leak. Anyway, I say that because I think I'm loosely qualified to try to explain these beats and sort of what I learned through the whole deconstruction process. So with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so here's the main melody I got for you guys. All right, to do this, it's fairly simple. Essentially, you should just start out with FL which comes pre-installed with all FL Studio. I would look at the power section, try to go for something like power metal or just something heavy metal that gives it that grungy feel. Here are the notes that we're playing for the main melody. We're going to take those exact same notes, layer it with an aggressive synth, kind of a distorted one. For this, I just use one in Gladiator, the LD Retronica preset. All right, and again, both those together. For effects, this is fairly important. For the FL Slayer preset, it looks like a lot. I'd say the main thing that you all should get is this. This is a plugin called Ninja by Nolix. Essentially, this is a guitar amp that allows you to take synthetic guitars like in FL Studio and give it more of a distorted electronic effect similar to a real life metal electric guitar. So here's without any effects on it. Like, it's cool, but for this filthy type beat, it needs to be a little more grungy and a lot more distorted. So with these effects, it's just way harder, you know what I mean? All right, moving on. So now we have this counter melody coming in. I just use Purity, the hard FM lead, but here are the notes that this one plays. So as you can tell, I distorted the hell out of this one. Looks like a lot. The main things, I guess, just being Effectrix, just crushing it using Bit Crush and using Fruity Blood Overdrive just to distort it even more. All right, so altogether, your main melodies and your counter melody will sound like this. All right, now on to the drums, man. Y'all ready? This is like my favorite part about all Filthy beats. And almost everything, at least from what I've heard, Filthy beats for PLAYBOI CARTI, the 808 is going to drown out most of everything else. So just keep that in mind when you're making Filthy type beats too. All right, we have a simple clap. Okay, for the snare pattern, Filthy tends to keep it pretty simple. We'll have this snare roll come in occasionally. We have this metal sound coming in. All right, so for the hi-hats, using a pretty basic one. I got this tip from Devboy Aiden, so shout out to him. To make the hi-hats more distorted, go into gross beat, click the AM preset and tweak the volume just a little bit. It'll make it sound way more distorted. Before, after. That's that grungy feel we're going for. Okay, and I think Filthy keeps the hi-hat patterns fairly simple. Like, I haven't really heard any hi-hat rolls in Filthy beats. Like, he might do them occasionally, but for the heavy metal punk rock ones, I haven't noticed any yet. Feel free to comment down below if I'm wrong. All right, we got this chant coming in just to make it a bit more dark. All right, we have an open hat coming in. And similar to the hi-hat, we're just gonna do gross beat, the AM preset. All right, and we have a pretty standard kick. All right, for the few beats I've heard, usually Filthy's kick isn't ultra dominant. Usually it's the 808 that's the main focus, so this kick is more complementary. So far for the drums without the 808, here's what we got. Okay, now onto the 808. So for this one, this is the same one I used in the Medusa deconstructed. Just a hard 808, man. But the most important thing is the mixing. I think this is a secret weapon. It is a free plugin. You guys should just really go get it. It's called S-Tilt V2. All you do is tweak this knob, and it just makes the 808 hit even harder and more dominant. So without any effects, here's what the 808 sounds like. And with the effects. right, and here's our pattern. Okay, and lastly, Filthy doesn't really do this, but just to give it a bit more drama, we're just gonna add in this thunderstrike sound effect. All right, all together, the drums sound like this. All right, and with our melodies. Real quick, we'll just go over the arrangement. Pretty much, I chose to have a lead in, but usually Filthy just goes straight into the 808s. Like normally it would just start right here and just hit you with that 808 instantly. And we have a little gap right here just to let the snare roll come in and give your ears a bit of a break from the repetitiveness. Like again, just for dramatic effect, I'm gonna cut out all the melodies and just have them come back in. Alright guys, I think that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this was helpful in terms of trying to make more filthy heavy metal, punk, Carti type beats. Appreciate you guys checking us out. And I'll have the links to the other two deconstructors I mentioned in the section below. And until then, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next video.